Welcome to Turnpike Sports. I am Dave Weishuttle, and as always, I am joined by producer and co-host Doug Weishuttle. Doug, what a great week in sports. We got the NBA All-Stars coming up. We have pitchers and catchers reported, and we got a new football league. I guess you can call it.
It's a new football league, and also
they're playing football.
And also, you have the expansion of the AFL, the Arena Football League, into Atlantic City.
Yeah,
too.
Congratulations to Atlantic City. They're getting a football team.
But I want to dedicate this show to the man who has probably the best name in football, Poop Jackson.
Yes, congratulations to the Toronto Argonauts, who defensive tackle Poop Johnson has.
Is it Poop Johnson or Jackson?
No, Johnson. Poop
Johnson.
Poop Johnson.
Well, Poop Johnson.
I know no one's
name.
focusing that part of his name. But,
No, but you know what? It's always good to get it completely right. I don't want to crap out on that one.
Yeah, right. I was hoping the Browns would sign him, but what are you going to do?
Yeah,
I think I said I'm going to get that guy's jersey.
Well, it's going to say Johnson, not Poop.
Well, good old number 2.
There you go. I mean, I didn't really look too deep into it. I saw the name and I saw who he signed and everything else. Is that his actual name or is that a nickname?
No, that's a nickname. I forgot what his actual name is.
So it's like Booger McFarland?
Like Booger McFarland. Apparently he got that a couple of years ago because I think his weight fluctuated depending on what occurred
bowel movements.
occurred in another room of the house.
There you go.
So when they were taking his weight, it fluctuated greatly, and that was the reason he gave.
Hey, it's
the
always,
legend of Poop Johnson.
Sports always has some of the best nicknames.
Yep.
But again, it was a great week in sports, and like I said, the new league started up. We'll talk about that coming up.
Good.
A couple other things in the rundown. So,
But I just want to remind everyone, today's trip down the Turnpike is brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today, and now get $15 off your first order of $30 or more when using promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
one of mankind's greatest innovations.
God, liquor delivered right to your house. You don't even have to move from your couch. What a great world.
Exit 1.
Okay, we're going to start with our sports betting update, and we're going to start in Jersey because everything comes from Jersey, obviously.
I guess so. All of a sudden, it's the sports betting capital.
And
no disrespect to Las Vegas.
I have to admit, Jersey is showing the nation something else. If you're not going to do online betting, don't do it because it's not worth it.
Yeah, you mean if you're writing legislation.
If you're starting it up, you got to do mobile.
Yeah, you have to do mobile because some of these numbers that came out of New Jersey are just so telling, and it should be a blueprint for other states who want to get into sports betting because it's really eye-opening.
Well, let's get into the numbers. Sports betting handle for January, $385.3 million.
Which is great.
And that's a new record.
New record, yep.
8-month-old industry, they're going to be constantly setting records, so as more and more people do it. But the staggering number is almost 80% of that handle came from online betting.
Yeah, I know. And we talked about this last week. We were in Atlantic City for the Super Bowl, and I didn't place a bet at the sports books. I placed it on my phone while in the sports books, but I did not go and fight the lines or fight the crowds, and I just put them in my phone.
I did the same thing, and if people saw the footage we shot of Ocean Resort, we spent some time there, DraftKings Sportsbook, and also I believe it was Tropicana. The lines were really long, and thank God for the online apps to do the betting because I couldn't sit through those lines.
Well, I found it interesting, especially at Tropicana and Ocean Resort, where William Hill was the operator of the sportsbook. William Hill had people out into the crowd, getting people to sign up for their mobile app.
Yep.
And giving them $50 to sign up for their mobile app.
$50 bet.
$50 bet, yeah. Well, they're like, it'd be give you $50 and you can bet on it'd be like a free bet. That was their sales pitch.
If you did a $50 bet, you get $50.
And they were signing people up right there. So they were really pushing the mobile.
Well, it was interesting the way it broke down, especially for the mobile sites. Resorts Digital led the way. And I think that had a lot to do with who their partners are with all this stuff.
Sure.
They have their own online sportsbook. They also work with BetStars. Mm-hmm. But their big thing is the DraftKings mobile sportsbook. That's on their license.
Well, the DraftKings mobile sportsbook has been the number one online sportsbook since it came online. So no surprise there. And plus, they have a great brick and mortar sports book at resorts,
right,
which was fantastic, where we ended up watching the end of the Super Bowl.
Well, interesting you said the land-based because DraftKings came in number 2.
Okay.
After FanDuel for the land-based.
Really? Okay,
yeah.
Great.
And they were close. I mean, it wasn't that much separating them.
Well,
but
FanDuel has the luxury of being in the Meadowlands and being in the New York City area.
They're grabbing the New York audience.
Yep.
So, but number 1 was Resorts Digital. That's what they call it. That's the umbrella for DraftKings, BetStars, and the Resorts online sports books. Number 2 was the Meadowlands with FanDuel and PointsBet.
Sure.
And number 3 was the Monmouth online stuff with William Hill and Sugar House.
Okay.
So those were the top 3 online, and like I said, in land-based, FanDuel and DraftKings were 1 and 2 respectively. So industry's growing again. Going to see some slowdown, obviously, but I think right now that was good to see with the Super Bowl and everything else. And I don't know how.
And these are January's number, so
yeah.
we have yet to see the impact of the Super Bowl. Well, we kind of know what the impact of the Super Bowl in New Jersey. The sports books took a bath in New Jersey
because of the Patriots. But
so I'm curious to see what the handle is at least.
I think it's going to be mitigated somewhat by the new football league, somewhat. Than normal barren month of February because there's nothing else but the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we got a new league starting up, but also in New Jersey, going from the handle for the sports betting numbers in January, 2 new things. Bet America launched, which is Churchill Downs sports betting and online casino platform. They launched under the Golden Nugget license.
I've yet to check that out, but I'm very interested to see how it's laid out and what kind of offers they're giving to people who sign up, so that should be very interesting.
Yeah, no, Churchill Downs always puts out a good product.
Oh, absolutely.
It's interesting to see them do both a sports betting and an online casino platform.
Oh, yeah, they're going to have actual online games. They're going to have slots and also table games.
Yeah, it's a casino. Yeah. So I don't know if they're going to do the online live dealer stuff like Golden Nugget does. I would assume they will because it's under their license. So we'll see what they do there.
Will you be able to bet on the Kentucky Derby there?
That I do not know. I have not gone
I want to find that out.
Well,
it would seem logical. It's Churchill Downs for God's
horse racing
sake.
company. They should have all that stuff. And speaking of Golden Nugget, they also launched or had their grand opening of what they call the sports book, which is their permanent sports book.
Okay,
on the
so
property in Atlantic City.
Their new physical sports book opened down in Atlantic City.
It's located off the main atrium, where all the escalators are and everything.
Sure.
So they have that there. They have seating for over 100 people, more than 50 TVs. 5 video walls. I mean, these are from ground to ceiling, from floor to ceiling. These are video walls. And they also have self-serving betting kiosks.
Can I just say one thing about Golden Nugget Atlantic City? I love it because it gives something to the customers that not a lot of casinos give. Free parking. Yeah, free parking at Golden Nugget AC. So that's something special there.
That's something they may want to look into, some of these other sports books. If you're going to the sports book, get it validated, get free parking to go there.
Sure.
That sort of thing. That could be something they could offer. But, yeah, we had all that
free
stuff.
Parking is always great at Golden Nugget.
Yep.
It's right at the marina.
Well, let's hopefully we'll see what the effect the new sportsbook has on the February numbers. So, and also we'll see what Bet America does in February.
Sure.
Moving on to NASCAR, we got 2 mentions for NASCAR this week. A little bit of a uproar over what they did with the releasing of the official race results now. When a race was over prior to these regulations that we're going to talk about here, it was a 30-minute wait for official results. So bettors had to wait 30 minutes before they could go collect their winnings.
So that makes sense.
That was the original rule.
If that's normally the way NASCAR does it, if they have to validate a race and it takes them 30 minutes, I guess that makes sense.
Now it's 90.
See, I don't get that. I mean, why 90?
Integrity. They want to make sure the official race results, they have to do a post-race inspection of all the cars.
Okay.
They're putting that into the mix because they want to make sure that the results are on the up and up. And I can understand that.
Well, I understand the 30-minute thing, but is
30 minutes out the window.
Is 90-minute just because of the betting aspect now?
Yep.
See, I don't know about that.
The integrity of the game.
That 90 minutes is a long time.
Honestly, when you have a full year,
you have a long race and then you wait 90 minutes afterwards.
But when you have a full year to collect your winnings, is it really that much of a problem?
Yeah.
Unless you need the money right away.
Well,
which
look, I mean,
I know that it's a matter of preference. I mean, if you want it that quickly, that's a different story, and it's going to take some time for them to get used to it. Maybe NASCAR will change their mind and lower the rate, maybe bring it down to 45 minutes or something. Something like that. The other thing is Speedway Motorsports, which is a NASCAR track company. They made a deal with Equilottery Games to launch what they are calling Car Cash. It's a 3-number lottery game based on the results of live auto racing.
So these numbers are, I'm assuming, the numbers of the cars. Is that what that is? Because I don't understand this at all. I did the bet flash on it. I'm still not quite sure how it works.
This is how it'll work. Players would buy a $5 quick pick ticket at retailers.
All right.
Same place they get Powerball and other lottery tickets. Tickets would feature 3 randomly selected entries for an upcoming race. Car numbers.
Car numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I get it.
And then when the results are released 90 minutes from the end of the race, they will get a chance at getting a top prize of up to $50,000.
Yeah, I know. There's the other 90-minute craziness again. But you mentioned something interesting. You can buy it where lottery tickets are, so this is not in a sports book.
This is where it's planned to be.
Okay.
No timetable for the actual launch. Equilottery launched their real live sports lottery games. This is part of it. They have a whole bunch of other live game lottery tickets coming down the road, but this is what they're doing for NASCAR races. Mm-hmm. And it's wherever lottery is sold because it's a lottery. It's not a sports bet. And we're going to round out this exit with a little bit less information left from the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Rhode Island.
They took a bath because all Patriots fans bet on the Patriots, right?
Yep. William Hill reported $2.35 million in payouts on all the wagers.
That hurts from Rhode Island.
Yep.
I mean, if you're looking at the numbers, everyone's saying 2 point something isn't a lot, but when you're talking about Rhode Island with only 2 sports books,
yep,
that hurts.
$6.5 million was totally bet on the Super Bowl. 75% of the point spread bets were on the Pats.
Wow, that hurt.
Yeah, and especially when you got to give half to the state.
Oh yeah, what is it? 50%?
51%.
That's crazy.
And also 30% goes to the lottery.
Wow.
IGT and the operators there.
Wow.
And then you have West Virginia. There are 5 sports books and 2 apps. They reported $2.8 million bet on the game.
Okay.
No report on the breakdown yet. So that's the last little bit of Super Bowl news. I'm pretty sure we got maybe 1 or 2 others. I think the Native American books in Mississippi and New Mexico have to report their numbers still, but that's the last little bit of Super Bowl.
I'm about all Super Bowled out anyway.
I am too.
I'm tired of it.
Exit 2.
Going into the esports arena, Fortnite may actually finally have a competitor.
Really? Wow, I thought they were the top of the hill.
Well, they are. They've been around for quite a while.
All right.
They have about 200 million users, registered users.
Wow.
And about 80 million play Fortnite every month. Now we have Apex Legends, which was launched just this past Monday. This is amazing. They racked up 10 million new players in the first 3 days of its launch.
Well, how they do? I mean, I guess they're advertising, or they
they didn't do any advertising.
No,
they
nothing?
didn't. They just launched it. It's a free to play shoot 'em up game.
So is Fortnite,
like
free to play too?
Yeah, they're both free to play.
I gotta play it. Do I need any special equipment for this stuff?
Yeah,
I have a computer.
PS4. Something
Oh,
like that,
I need one of those.
Yeah, something like that.
I have one of those old Atari 2600s that I got for Christmas, the throwbacks.
No,
Can't? No?
Atari 2600 does not work with this. But the one thing Apex does that Fortnite does not do, they have a redeploy button, where if your character gets killed, you can bring him back to life and continue playing.
Oh, that's not like any. That's not What's the point of the game if you can't lose?
They want to keep the players engaged.
I guess
that's one way of doing it. I mean, they launched. The first day they had a live stream of the game, and it ended up being the most watched stream on Twitch that day, which is impressive for a brand new game that had no pre-rollout media or marketing.
Is Twitch the media of choice for e-gamers or esports players? Or is e-gamers a real word?
E-gamers is a real word.
Good. Okay.
Twitch. I'm having trouble saying Twitch here. I'm twitching as I'm saying it. Twitch provides the ability to do a live stream from just wherever you're sitting on your computer. And a lot of the e-gamers like it. A lot of the poker players like it.
I know a lot of
other things. Yeah, everyone does a Twitch stream. So, but they did
check out Twitch.
They did a live stream. Was the most watched on Twitch that day, and then they also did 2 tournaments. They did one on February 12th, which was going to have a top prize of $200,000, and they're going to have another one that was on February 12th in Europe. In North America, they're going to have one on February 19th. So they're doing everything they can to rack up the subscription base right away, and they're succeeding. I mean, 10 million players in 3 days. It took 2 weeks for Fortnite to do that.
Wow.
They did it in 3 days.
What a good start.
Exit 3.
And as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, we have a new kid on the block in the football leagues. The Alliance of American Football.
Which, by the way, was not terrible football. I mean, I was kind of... I checked in on it, and... it did look like the XFL from what I remember. I mean, because that was awful football. But Alliance of American Football had some pretty watchable football, which was good for them.
Yeah, no, it was good, solid football. Good, solid hitting, too.
I saw one guy got his helmet knocked off.
Which is interesting when you think that their main thrust when they were actually launching this league was player safety. And they had some of the most massive hits I've seen. They would all have been flags in the NFL.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what team it was. I think it was one of the second games. I think, but some guy the quarterback got hit and his helmet went flying.
I think the guy's name was Benavici or something. But he got right back up though.
Good for him.
That was amazing that he actually took that hit and kept on playing.
I thought the stretcher was going to come out. No, but he popped up.
That helmet went flying and. I think they did, let's see, according to the Action Network, Darren Rovell, he released this number. The two AAF games, that's going to be hard to say for a while, they had a 2.1 rating to an NBA game, Houston, Oklahoma City, which should have done really well. They only got a 2.0 that game.
So it beat the NBA game.
2 games of the new football league beat the Houston, Oklahoma City game.
I'm curious to see how much of that is curiosity, like what I did. I looked in on it to see what was going on. I wonder if they can sustain something like that.
I think they may have marketed it the right way, which is very low expectations but high quality of product, and they did that. And I think what's going to happen as they go along, you're going to see this app that they have. That's going to be the key to its survival.
Oh, I didn't even know they had an app. What's this app?
They have a mobile phone app.
Okay.
Which contains all the player tracking capabilities.
Okay.
And this is one thing that separates them from the NFL. They're embracing sports betting.
Good for them.
They're going to be doing sports betting through the app.
Oh, you're going to be able to place bets through the app or just track players through the app?
At some point, you're supposed to be able to do some kind of betting through the app.
Wow. Ooh, that's interesting.
So that's one of the things that's going to set them apart from the NFL, and I think the NFL at some point is going to be doing this too.
One thing watching this new football league has shown me and has reaffirmed my belief that if Hackenberg threw a football out of a boat, he would miss the ocean. Boy, he was terrible.
Oh, yeah, he got pulled.
Awful. Yeah, of course he got pulled.
He was the only quarterback that got pulled for a non-injury.
Wow.
And supposedly he was
awful.
They mic up everybody, the quarterbacks and the coaches. Supposedly when he was taken out or something like that, from what I was reading, he had a live stream of cursing.
Wow.
And because he was just not having a good day.
It's very interesting. They mic up the officials, and especially the official up in the booth who's reviewing the calls. Yeah. They're mic'd up, which is very good.
I
hope the NFL adopts that. That'd be very interesting.
Because the guy was explaining what he was seeing on the replay.
That'd be great.
And for the bettors out there, the first weekend, road teams went 0-4.
Really? Road teams went 0-4. Okay, that's a little there's some betting news for you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Exit 4.
The Premier League is now joining the ranks of the WWE, the UFC, and the PBR, the Pro Bull Riders Association. They're going to be trying to launch a streaming network, or they're looking into launching a streaming network, I should say. They're testing. They were supposed to test it out last year in Singapore, but they actually made a TV deal that was better. So they sold the TV rights and they put the streaming network on hold last year. They're looking into doing it this year.
Why wouldn't they do the TV deal in the U.S.? Because Premier League is very popular. I mean, I see bars and restaurants are open earlier to watch the Premier League on.
They have deals already with beIN and all that other stuff.
Why they need a streaming network?
Because then they could charge an arm and a leg for people to watch it. I mean, listen to these numbers. The WWE Network, which is a streaming network for subscribers only. And first of all, the domestic TV rights in the United States for the Premier League have gone down.
Okay.
You know, they dropped down. They're almost $500 million now. They were a lot higher way back when, 10 years ago, something like that. But right now, you know, they even had Amazon bidding on it, and they couldn't get over $500 million. So they're getting less and less money for their TV rights deals.
Facebook or something like that wouldn't.
Facebook didn't enter into this. It was Amazon was the first one for the streaming networks to do it.
Interesting.
But here are the numbers for subscriptions for WWE Network: 2.12 million subscribers as of April 2018, and they pay $10 a month basically. UFC Fight Pass, which is actually now incorporated with the ESPN Plus.
I was about to mention that the ESPN Plus. I heard. I was watching the fight a couple of weeks ago, and they really promoted that.
Yep. Well, the Fight Pass is a little different. It's their own. It's separate from the ESPN Plus stuff that they're doing. It's incorporated into it, but UFC Fight Pass has 400,000 subscribers as of February of last year, and it's $7.99 to $9.99 per month, depending on what packages they get. And PBR, the Ride Pass, I can't believe this. They launched in February of 2018. They also stream with another online network, but they have subscribers paying between $6.99 and $7.99 per month. No word on how many actual subscribers they have, but I think the Premier League is looking at all these numbers. It allows them to do a lot of digital content, and according to the survey they did a study. Premier League fans are already watching Premier League matches on TV via streaming TV networks, internet users, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. They're watching more than 15% of Premier League stuff online anyway. 1 in 4 Premier League fans already are Netflix subscribers, so there's the potential right there for subscription-based customers already.
Interesting.
Premier League fans average over 1 hour of online TV every day. And 8 in 10 Premier League fans have watched a video clip online, while 62% of those people have watched an entire sports program online.
Well, the Premier League is very popular, so they should do very well with the subscription service. So
yeah,
they got really, really rabid fans, and they're really loyal fans, too. So, you know.
The numbers point out that it could work for them.
Sure.
And they probably should have launched it last year, even with that TV deal in Singapore. But, you know, maybe it'll work. And they're doing a study, and they'll see where it goes.
Okay, I want to remind everyone that today's trip down the Turnpike was brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $15 off your first order of $30 or more when using our promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
And as always, to get in touch with us at Turnpike Sports, you can call or text us at 609-512-5910. That's 609-512-5910 for phone calls or text to us. Hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. We're at Turnpike Sports for both of those. Email us at info@turnpikesportsradio.com. Don't forget you can catch the show on your streaming TV, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, through our Binge Networks channel. Also, you can subscribe to the show on iTunes. We're also on iHeartMedia, which also puts us on your GPS system, Waze. Got to try that some point. Stitcher Radio, YouTube, and you can also go to turnpikesportsradio.com and click on the podcast link there to listen to all our previous shows and also this show when it releases. Don't forget to order your 2019 International Bikini Team calendar Go to info@internationalbikiniteam.org for your ordering information.
And stick around after this break. I'm going to do something I promised myself I would never do. And we're going to talk about the NBA All-Star Game with the potential of betting on this thing. Are we really going to do this, Doug? This is crazy. I don't bet on All-Star Games, but...
No one does, but obviously
I guess
everyone will be.
Yeah, everyone will be. Well, we're going to give it a shot, so stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports. Hey, this is Dave Weishottle from Turnpike Sports with this week's Bet Flash. Turner Sports has announced it has entered into an agreement with Caesars Entertainment to develop a studio for Bleacher Report. The studio will be located in Caesars Palace, Las Vegas, and will have betting-related sports shows which will be distributed through Bleacher Report's website, mobile app, and its social media channels. Speedway Motorsports Incorporated and Equa Lottery Games have entered into an agreement to create a game based on auto races. The game is going to be called Car Cash and is a 3-number lottery game based upon the results of live races. And finally, Churchill Downs has gone live with its sports betting platform in New Jersey. The site, which is called Bet America, is partnered with the Golden Nugget Casino in Atlantic City and offers real money online sports betting and also online slots and table games. I hope I can bet on the Kentucky Derby on this one. From the seaside to the desert, from the betting lines to the sites online, Turnpike Sports has got you covered. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Turnpike Sports. Bright Tech offers unique no-dust lighting products that fit right into your home, no construction required. Elevated designs should be available to everyone, not just the folks with the big bank accounts. Trick out your living room, create your perfect reading nook. Whatever the situation, Bright Tech has a lighting solution for you. And now get 5% off of your entire order when using our promo code Radio5OFF at checkout. Head on over to BrightTechShop.com and start designing the life you want. Bright Tech, your bright life realized. You've been hearing me talk about MyPillow and the benefits of using it to get a good night's sleep, alleviate your sore neck and back, and the special deal you can get from MyPillow through the show. Well, not only can you pick up the special deal for 4 MyPillows when you use promo code CARDS, but now you can get $100 off your purchase of the MyPillow mattress. Yeah, that's right, the MyPillow mattress. The MyPillow mattress comes with a 10-year warranty and a 120-day money-back guarantee. The MyPillow mattress is made up of 3 unique layers, providing you the comfort and support to fall asleep and stay asleep all night. It even has the luxurious Dream Soft cover, which is stain-resistant and stays cool all night. Just head on over to MyPillow.com, click on the MyPillow mattress link, and enter promo code CARDS at checkout to get $100 off your order. Or call 1-800-319-7913 to order by phone. That's MyPillow.com or call 1-800-319-7913 and use promo code CARDS. Better sleep starts with MyPillow.
Free stuff is awesome, but free stuff that will spice up your bedroom is even better. Just go to adamandeve.com and select almost any one item for 50% off, and then we'll load on the free stuff. Just enter this very exclusive code, BABE16 at checkout, and you'll get 10 tantalizing free gifts, including a sexy item for him, a special toy for her, and a third item you'll both enjoy. And for your viewing pleasure, 6 free spicy movies on DVD, plus free shipping! Always sent in discreet packaging. So go to adamandeve.com now. Get 50% off plus 10 free gifts when you enter the exclusive offer code BABE16. Again, that's BABE16. Because without it, no free stuff. That's BABE16 at adamandeve.com.
We'll get right back to the show, but I want to take a minute to talk to you about Bean Genius. How would you like your coffee delivered right to your door every month, maybe 2 times a month? Well, now that can happen with Bean Genius. Bean Genius sells freshly roasted coffee from some of the best independent coffee roasters in the country at BeanGenius.com. And Bean Genius actually learns their customers' individual taste preferences, then suggests future coffee blends for them. Well, how do they do that? Well, this is the cool thing about Bean Genius. Over at BeanGenius.com, they use an algorithm which learns the coffee flavors you like and then pairs up what you like with the coffee that they have in stock. And it's all based upon you. Every time you order, the system learns. The system learns your preferences as you go along and order more and more coffee. And now, all our listeners at Turnpike Sports can get a special offer. You head on over to BeanGenius.com/subscription, and you'll be able to get 10% off your purchase when you use our promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E, at checkout. That's 10% off at BeanGenius.com/subscription with promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. BeanGenius.com, the smart specialty coffee subscription service.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day.
No way.
I'll give you 3-to-1 odds.
Nope.
5-to-1.
Nope.
10-to-1.
You're on.
Welcome back to Turnpike Sports. You know, as a general rule, I rarely put any money on exhibition games or all-star games or any kind of things that don't count in the regular season. But the NBA all-star game is a little different because although I probably won't put anything down on the actual game, there's a lot of events around the game that I might look into, and I guess we're going to talk about right now.
Well, I always love the NBA All-Star Weekend because of all the All-Star events, I guess you can call it, they do the best.
Yeah, the slam dunk, the three-point. I'm not crazy about the skills competition thing, but,
See, I've always enjoyed that stuff more than the game itself.
Yeah, I know.
Because the game is just garbage.
I remember growing up and watching, Dr. J and Dominique and Spud Webb in the the slam dunk contest. Spud Webb, I still is my favorite one, just to see a 5'4", 5'5" guy make a dunk, and I thought that was one of the best.
Well, that was the thing way back
contest.
when they were better contests, and I hate to sound like the old guy there, back in the day, but again, once those contests were done, it was almost like where could you go from there with some of these things that they were doing. And I remember one year, what was it, Blake Griffin tried to do one over.
He jumped over a car.
He didn't really jump over the car.
What was it? A Kia?
A Kia.
Because he was.
But he didn't go over the car.
He went over the hood.
He went over the hood,
Yeah.
which that kind of cheapened everything he was trying to do with that. But I remember Dwight Howard with the Superman cape, and he blew a dunk while wearing it, I think.
Yeah, sure.
So I mean, there was always weird stuff. I liked the 3-point shootout.
Yeah, and we're going to talk all about it, but I just want to remind everyone that this portion of Turnpike Sports is sponsored by the Michigan Online Lottery. Choose from over 50 different online lottery games today, including their new game, End Zone Payout, with a top prize of $20,000, all online at the Michigan Lottery. And now get 10 free games of Queen of Diamonds when you sign up using our promo code RADIO10 at MichiganLottery.com. That's promo code RADIO10 at MichiganLottery.com.
And don't forget, you can reach Turnpike Sports. Call or text us at 609-512-5910, 609-512-5910. Email us at info@turnpikesportsradio.com and hit us up on Facebook and Twitter at Turnpike Sports for both of those.
We brought up the slam dunk. We brought up the slam dunk, so let's talk about it. I guess only 4 guys now.
I like that.
Yeah, well, hey.
I remember there used to be at least 5, 6, 7 dunkers at one point, and it got too much.
Yeah. And
there wasn't too much variety anymore in the dunks.
I got to be honest with you, I haven't heard of one of these guys at all. So I'm going to go with the educated guess of going with the Charlotte Hornets, where that's where the All-Star game is in Charlotte. So I think he'll get the full backing of the crown, and that's Miles Bridges.
Well, it's interesting because you have Charlotte Hornets, Atlanta Hawks, Oklahoma City Thunder, and a New York Knicks, which is kind of an interesting representation.
Well, I guess we should give the names. So it's
you can try the Thunder guy.
Miles Bridges from the Charlotte Hornets, John Collins from the Atlanta Hawks. Wow.
Hamidou
Diallo of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Dennis Smith Jr. of the New York Knicks, which apparently I was reading an article, I forgot where it was, but he has a revenge factor because I guess he was kept out of the slam dunk last year. I don't know how much of a revenge factor is a motivating factor in the slam dunk.
I don't know if you can have revenge factor in the slam dunks, but I would have actually, I'm leaning towards Smith anyway from the Knicks as the winner.
I still think the Miles Bridges, Charlotte Hornets hometown guy. He'll get the support of the crowd behind him. That'll ramp him up, and that might affect the judges' scores a little bit. Who knows?
Well, the guy who opened up as the favorite, according to some of these sites, was John Collins at the Atlanta Hawks. And I don't know too much about him. He's a second-year player, but again, from what I'm seeing, everything about the players here, I would still go with the Knicks guy, Dennis Smith Jr. He's the shortest player this year.
Well,
at 6'3".
Well,
he's no Spud Webb.
He's no Spud Webb, but like I said, you never know with these dunk contests. But I always try and get the hometown guy because he's got the crowd behind him.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm doing the Knicks guy. You'll do the Charlotte Hornets guy. 3-point contest. Let's go to that.
Well, obviously Curry is the favorite.
Now they're still doing the bracketed thing where they go through it and with the money ball and all that other stuff.
Sure.
They got an impressive list of shooters here. Stephen Curry, Devin Booker from the Suns is also playing. Joe Harris, Damian Lillard from the Trailblazers, a whole bunch of other ones. Kemba Walker from the Hornets, and Dirk Nowitzki's doing it too this year.
I'm going to, something like Danny Green or Kemba Walker, let me tell you, Danny Green is plus 1,000. Kemba Walker is plus 1,500. So why not take a shot with those guys? You never know what's going to drop in. Look, Seth Curry is going to win this thing.
You know what? I think Booker.
Stephen Curry, by the way. Stephen Curry.
And
they're
both
there.
They're both there. Yeah, they're both playing. They're both in it. Seth Curry's there, too.
Yep, Stephen Curry's
I still think Booker. He won it last year. He beat out Klay Thompson last year.
Who's, by the way, plus 500, which is a pretty good bet.
Yeah, and he was not even one of the favorites last year, and he came out of nowhere and beat Klay Thompson. I think, he might be the odds-on favorite to do it again. And I can't see really anybody in that field other than Curry, the older Curry, coming close to beating him.
Well, do you want to do the skills challenge, which I don't know what that entails?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. It's an obstacle course. They have 8 players. I'm reading this now because it's a obstacle course which tests their dribbling skills, passing ability, agility, and shooting. I don't know exactly what they're going to be doing in it other than running around dribbling and passing and all that other stuff. But, they got how many players here? We got 8 players. Spencer Dinwiddie. Oh, he won last year. I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm trying to find the list of here. Okay, so Luka Doncic.
I'll run through them all with their odds. Here we go. Trae Young plus 300. Nikola Jokic plus 550. Kyle Kuzma plus 700. Luka Doncic plus 350. Mike Conley plus 600. Vukovic plus 900. Vucevic. Yes,
he was
former Sixer.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox plus 500, and Jason Tatum is plus 700.
I can't believe Tatum's that low.
That's what if you got to look for value in these bets if you're going to put them in. So why not go with Tatum? He's very skillful, and like I said, plus 700. Why not?
Honestly, I'd even look at Vucevic. Just as a long shot, throw down a couple bucks on that one. That's a big number that he's got there.
He's a big guy, though. I mean, he's a big lumbering guy. If you're telling me there's an obstacle course, I'm looking for the speedy Jason Tatum who can really move around things.
Well, it depends on how well he dribbles and everything else. Some of these guys are better dribblers than passers, and everyone's going to be putting money on Luka Doncic. And I don't know. I don't see him doing well in it because. I think this is his first year playing in it too, right?
Yep.
So I just can't, I can't put money on him just yet.
Well, what do you think, MVP? Should we round it up with MVP?
Yeah.
I guess the favorite is LeBron James at plus 450.
The 2 team leaders.
Yep.
By the way, I think LeBron James has taken the All-Star game more serious than everybody else, especially after he did the draft and then he traded one of his players. He traded Westbrook to get Ben Simmons,
which was weird.
And I think he's taking a lot more serious. I don't see him getting the. Well, you know what? I don't know because the way the Lakers have been playing, he's been the only bright spot on that team.
Sure.
And also, he's alienated everybody on that team too. So he may play better away from the Lakers.
I'm looking for value. Like I'm looking down the list here. You know, I might go Joel Embiid for a plus 1,100.
See,
you know, this is my reasoning. No way, no how, no way in hell are you going to see any defense being played. All you got to do is they're going to take 3 shots. Or 3-point shots, or they're going to feed it inside to Joel Embiid, and he's going to walk in because
depends on how much he plays. Though
no one's going to hit him, no one's going to slash him. He's got a free walk to the basket.
Well, I'll take a line from the slam dunk analysis. We may have a revenge factor in this game.
Okay,
because LeBron traded away Westbrook. I think Westbrook may come away with MVP honors.
Okay,
and I would put money on Westbrook right there. And, you know, if you want to throw a couple of bucks in on some of these other ones, I mean, look at Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard might be a nice value bet right there.
Hey, even Steph Curry is plus 750.
Yeah, well, depending on what sportsbook you're looking at.
Sure, well, I'm looking at FanDuel.
Yep,
so.
Everyone's got different numbers, similar numbers. I don't see players like Blake Griffin waking up. Bradley Beal, I've seen people talk about him. Kyrie Irving I don't know how much he's going to play, especially with that knee injury, if he's playing at all.
Now, if you're looking for the lowest guys on my odds sheet, Bradley Beal, Damian Lillard, Karl Anthony Towns, and Kyle Lowry, they're all plus 10,000. So, how can you go wrong? It's an all-star game.
You know what?
Any one of these guys can wake up.
Well, again, I don't know about Kyrie Irving's all that stuff because with the knee, and some of these guys are also playing.
That's the problem. You don't know how long they're going to be playing.
Yeah, and again, value bets. Again, I don't see James winning the MVP.
Well, hey,
I mean, I can see Giannis maybe because he seems to be the darling of the league right now. So
I'm still going with Joel.
I would do Westbrook.
Plus 1,100.
Yep.
Well, I just want to remind everyone that this portion of Turnpike Sports is sponsored by the Michigan Online Lottery. Choose from over 50 different online lottery games today, including their new game End Zone Payout with a top prize of $20,000, all online at the Michigan Lottery. And now get 10 free games of Queen of Diamonds when you sign up using our promo code Radio10 at MichiganLottery.com. That's promo code Radio10 at MichiganLottery.com.
And don't forget to get in touch with us. 609-512-5910 is the phone number. You can call or text us on that. At Turnpike Sports on Facebook or Twitter. And email us at info@turnpikesportsradio.com.
Well, we got to get out of here, so enjoy the NBA All-Star Game and enjoy some American Allegiance football. Did I do that right?
Alliance of American
Football. I knew I was going to screw that up.
Well, it's all new to everybody else, so you can screw up the name now, but 2 weeks from now, maybe when it's still moving ahead. So,
at least we're still talking about it.
Exactly.
We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.